It's 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put my glasses on. Because we're back in Blurry Town.
Oh.
Yeah. They did a smart, cool thing, which was, hey, guess what? This game's 15 years in the past, so we're gonna make everything look 15 years older.
That's fine.
Yeah. So 5 had the good computer screens, and this one don't.
I'm trying to find the clips. Where are they? Do you know where they're stored?
The clips?
Yeah.
Should be under videos.
I'm just really quickly trying to see if the, to me, still funniest thing we ever did.
Jinx is trying to find Snake Danger. Yeah, that's gonna be way down there.
Oh yeah. Also, we did finally clip the part where I hit my head on the floor. It was loud.
Oh yeah. Let's load. Okay, so we're just gonna do special new game.
No, it's unfortunate. It doesn't look like we have it.
Yeah, the picture is Snake Danger, but the reel is actually from Roombo, and that's upsetting.
Yeah. Oh wait, it just starts.
Huh. Well.
I think Snake Danger's going.
Oh. Yeah, because I remember I went to the end of that and it's still Roombo, and I don't know if it's a good clip from Roombo or not. But. Bah. Alright. You want to do it on Ace? No, actually, I'm doing this for the
plot.
For the story.
I don't know. Well, that sucks.
We're also going to do it with subtitles.
Always. Super important.
Oh, him? Yeah. I know him.
Are these real people?
It's going to take a while.
That's hilarious.
It happened years ago. Did you know there are 3 kinds of aces? Those who seek strength, those who live for pride, and those who can read the tide of battle. Those are the 3. And him? He was a true ace.
He did all of them.
He was a fighter pilot they called Solo Wing Pixie. He was a colleague of the man I seek. 10 years ago, there was a war that engulfed the world. The Balkan War. And in that war was a pilot who trailed across the sky and disappeared from history. He was a lone mercenary who inspired both fear and admiration. He is the man I seek.
He's a Gary Sue in a plane.
With the words of Solo Wing, the curtain rises.
It was a cold and snowy day.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Right?
They got actual people.
Mm-hmm. It's great. I love it. It's so old.
Axe and hammer, not to be confused with their brothers.
We have a situation on our hands. A major squadron of Balkan bombers has crossed our border, and it's making its way here, to Belay Air Base. Apparently, they intend to attack our base in an initiative to gain hegemony over the entire Republic of Ustio. Belay Air Base is our country's last line of defense. If our base falls, no one will be left to stop Belka from taking
Every
over
first
Ustio.
mission in Ace Combat game starts with you shooting down bombers.
Squad of bombers and defend our base.
Every single one.
It's the only way they can figure out how to tell you to practice.
Because they're big, they're slow, and they don't fight back. Operation Crossbow.
So just a real quick remind, like, where does this fall in the whole storyline? This is technically the very first war, so it's 15 years before.
This is 5 years before Ace Combat 4.
Okay, 5 years before 4, 15 before 5.
Yes.
So we've gone back in time now.
Yes. Ace style. Yeah. So basically, Ace style is determined by how you fight. Because he's like described the 3 aces, and so you can be one of those 3.
Which one are you going for? Because I know that.
I'm
changes
gonna
things.
go for speed, which means I'm probably gonna be a knight because I only go after what needs to be done.
Sounds good.
Oh boy, yeah. See, if you get enough kills on the plane, they give you the Pac-Man symbols.
That's actually funny. I also appreciate the like Pokemon like.
Oh, the
Jura?
grid. Jura. Don't worry, I'll get those nails taken care of.
Monday when you can't claw my leg open.
Yeah, like an asshole. I'm gonna jump in a real nice plane. Mercenary, soldier, the knight, and special. And that's modes, of course. But we're gonna go ahead and use the falcon. Yeah, so you unlock those skins when you beat the game in a certain style. So, soldier is raspberries.
Hey.
And knight is whatever that is. Ooh, looks like it's gonna rain. Do I want the missiles? Do I want a laser system? Yeah, I do.
You're like going for speed. Do I want lasers? Yes.
Nothing's faster than a laser. For after all, what is a man in nature? A nothing in relation to infinity, all in relation to nothing. A central point between nothing and all, and infinitely far.
What the fuck is this? Kingdom Hearts? Seriously?
Yes. Birth by plane.
What is it? Those who can know nothing can learn nothing or whatever. Oh, I thought they said glam.
We're the Glam Squad.
I mean, yeah?
You bombers better watch out.
This is Golem 2, roger that. Bearing 315, Falcon bombers approaching. Nobody wants to bail out into a mountain of ice. We're counting on you, flight leader. All units prepare to intercept. You better have our pay ready and waiting. That's only if we both make it
What's
through
that, man?
this, all
Pixie?
right? Be ready to pay up.
Yeah, I'm Cypher. He's Pixie.
Oh. Oh, you're not Pixie.
No, I'm Cypher.
What's up, Pixie?
Guys, want to turn the music down a little bit?
We need to make
Our thing?
Alright,
Yeah. Yeah. I am what it takes to win. Ooh, Blitz. Try to eat shit. Sorry, there's a missile. Don't mind me. It's back.
So, the story's about Pixie, not about you?
Oh no, the story's about me. This is a story about me. Not even. No, they're talking about the ace. They're looking for you. And so the guy on the ground's like, oh, I know him. It's been a while.
Or why do they call it sign Solar and Pixie?
So you think?
Is that Jameson?
Maybe. This game came out, I think, like a year after Unsung War did. So if I remember right, this is basically just like the base combat expansion pack.
Oh, yeah.
Good try. And so this one has the difference of that you can see like on the radar that yellow plane flying away. That plane is damaged. And so if you want mercenary, you gotta take that boy down. But
You're going for knight. So.
I'm just going for ruthless efficiency. So either knight or soldier.
Looks like they underestimated Valet base. I'm sure the Belgians realize that by now too.
Well, I bet. Losers.
Cypher, I got a feeling you and me are gonna get along just fine.
You don't say a damn word.
I'm not your buddy, guy. Valet Air Base.
Golf team, you have permission to land.
Oh shit! Oh, cool.
It all started on that snowy day. My first impression was he had potential.
You have potential. You can beat it in like 3 minutes and the lasers.
Very fast. There we go. Don't mind the quick replay. Here we go. Look at that. Woo. You shot those planes real good.
Thanks to you, Belka's attack on Valet Air Base has failed. Your efforts will not go unrewarded.
So yeah, I went from middle soldier
decide who wins
to the right.
Belkan War.
Knight.
I, for one, will be counting on you.
So in the actual like, they're quote unquote neutral soldier.
Yeah. And then you can watch this. You can turn the display off, and it's like, I want to see that part where I did really good. Hang on, I'll get there. Yeah, I turned around and I shot things. Yeah. I got a B. Next.
The Balkan War is shrouded in mystery. But now, a decade after the peace accords, a portion of the records was finally released. I quickly got a hold of it.
Yeah.
Wanting more details, I acquired information from unknown sources.
So
There was a reason for my obsession.
Your desire.
The roots of the war lie in the Balkan Federal Law Review that took place in 1988. Belka, suffering from economic strife, permitted its eastern territory to secede, and the
Directors.
Republic of Ustio was born. But Belka's economic troubles did not subside.
So they
Meanwhile,
kept seceding.
taking advantage of the situation, the world superpower Osea continued to flourish. Amidst the economic panic, an extreme right-wing party took power within Belka, aiming to restore strength and stability to the nation.
You know what? We're gonna take Ustio back.
And on March 25th, 1995, with the discovery of natural resources in Ustio, Belka began to invade
I
its
know it's
neighbors.
supposed to be Germany, but it sounds a little bit.
It was the beginning of the Balkan War. Unprepared, each country fell quickly before the might of the legendary Balkan Air Force. In just a few days, they occupied all territories except for the mountain range. In response, the occupied Ustio government military placed all their hopes on a joint operation between Osea and the foreign mercenary forces. This, of course, can be found in any history book. But I
don't
noticed
care
a
about
strange
reading.
similarity in the materials I gathered. There were several accounts about a mercenary, all followed by the code word demon. But most of the information was incomplete. Still, I was intrigued.
As opposed to, the
I
information was
decided to
complete,
pursue the
but I
history
needed
of
to
the
know
Balkan
more.
War through this mercenary. I was certain I would find something there.
God.
Would it be the hidden truth behind the war?
Hi,
Or just
Risha.
another
How you doing
battlefield
on the right?
legend? I wasn't able to meet the mercenary himself. Actually, it's questionable if he ever did exist. But thanks to some old friends in the military, I was able to track down several individuals who knew him. Soloing is one such man.
Hi, I'm soloing. Why do they call you that? I got one wing. Looks like you got no wings. Shut up.
We must regain control over Route 171, which runs through Arlen, to secure a transit route for our ground troops. There are bridges along this route, 3 over the RA River, all heavily guarded by the Belkan Armored Corps. Securing this route is critical to Ustio's attack on the Belkan forces.
I'm all about kicking Belkan butt.
Destroy the Belkan ground units blocking passage along this route, and secure the supply line between our forces and the Osean army.
There's, green, yellows, and reds, and I'm here to kill the reds. 'Cause friends don't let friends join the red team. Hang on, hold up. Oh, why don't I have that? Oh, because I'm broke. Like, I can afford that. Can't afford that. I'll just get it later. The central point between nothing and all, and infinitely far from understanding either.
Tom 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
A wise man is a man who understands that he understands nothing. You understand? I don't think I do. Ah, so you're beginning to understand. Look here, you little shit. I'd like to take off, please. I'm running out of airway. Can I? My wheels are glued to the ground. Pull up. Pull up.
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
I like return to your mission. I haven't even started. Yeah. Here we go.
This is AWACS Eagle Eye to Gall. The target is in formation along the highway. Commence the operation. Keep an eye on us up there, AWACS. Belkan ground forces are blocking off our transport route. Destroy them all. Those fighters coming from Osean. They must be in a desperate situation. There's no way we're giving up.
I'm alert because I'm paying 14, but kick some Belkan butt.
Yeah.
Balkan. It says Balkan.
Yeah, because autocorrect.
Way autocorrect.
Oh, yeah. Other yellow things are like civilian things, like farms and birds.
So you can't kill birds this time.
Yeah, it's a pity. Windmills. Fuck you, windmills.
Apparently they cause cancer. They don't. They don't. It's a joke.
The turbines.
Yeah. I realize, like, as I said it, I shouldn't, because, like, somebody would be like, I heard on the internet they cause cancer. They don't.
They don't even kill that many birds anymore.
I like to make myself actually I have a couple. Today's been one of those days. It's one of those days. Yeah, actually, that song specifically could probably describe one of them to a T.
One of those days when you don't want to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fucked. Everybody sucks.
Yes.
You don't really know why, but you're gonna justify ripping someone's head off.
Yes.
You gotta make no contact.
You can keep going.
I can't, because I don't remember the rest.
Okay.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
I didn't realize you were saying bullshit for all this time. I didn't know this in the sensor meeting because this was on the radio.
Who's talking that shit? You live with a fat lip. Mission accomplished. I'm going so fast.
How many sounders do you think it'll take to beat 0?
At the rate I'm going, I feel like 2.
That's been your track record. 7's gonna take 3, won't it? Because it's a little bit longer.
I mean, if I go
The mission
specifically
was a
for the target.
success.
then
Passage along Route
7 should go a
171
bit
has been
faster.
secured. Thanks to you, Ustio will now be able to launch a counterattack.
Go Ustia. Congratulations.
You're a fledgling little nation. I believe in you. Oh, nah, I'm way into night.
Two missions, and now you're Knight in Shining Armor.
I'm the round table.
Wait.
We're in area B7R.
I forgot. You told me about this.
Love this shit. It's
Axe
so
and hammer.
stupid and I love it.
Head Operations has issued an emergency order for a reconnaissance mission to be conducted near the border. You will be monitoring the airspace B7R, currently under Belkan control. Strong opposition is expected by enemy squadrons, and the presence of a magnetic field has been detected, which may interfere with communications. In short, this will not be a walk in the park.
I'm in a plane.
The B7R airspace is located above an area rich in subterranean resources, where many conflicts have been fought in the past. You're authorized to engage enemy planes upon contact. The time has come for your skills to be tested.
Because the last couple missions that I beat in a couple minutes means nothing.
Yeah.
Also, like, you hired me as a mercenary. Why are you testing me right now?
This is gonna be a test. I know. I'm a cool boy who does cool things. Like shoot laser beams. No, I almost wrong piped it because I was just thinking, after all, what is a nation? Oh, fuck. What's a man? What is a man?
Belkan Priority 1 Strategic Airspace B7R, aka the Round Table. It was the grand stage where we pilots performed. We were all on an equal footing, fighting under the same conditions. No affiliations or ranks to hinder us. Aces from every nation crisscrossed through those skies in pursuit of air superiority. The only rule of engagement was to survive.
Eat the wounded?
That's dramatic.
Isn't it?
Like, what's funny is that, like,
This is Eagle Eye. Penetrate B7R.
we're gonna get to, like, 7, and 7 is as dramatic, and I'm gonna let it happen. Like, this initiative.
This is absolutely more dramatic than 7. In the sense that it's full of drama and not necessarily because it's got great writing.
Enemies on radar. Exercise caution.
I don't know how. Damn it.
Something wrong with the IFF. Only 2 aircraft are showing up on radar.
You wanna start some shit?
Warning, radar shows additional craft approaching area B7R at high speed.
Cool.
Go 2 to Go 1. Enemy reinforcements, probably the main force.
Oh shit. Indigo.
Indigo 1 to all units. Target spotted. Commencing attack.
Yeah. So for everyone at home, that would be a different wing if I was playing either mercenary or soldier.
Different squadrons.
There's a bunch of different wings. There's the priorities.
Unlike you mercenaries, I fight for a real cause.
Crafty?
The ones who survive are those who fight for their convictions.
Ooh, you're flying Greitons. Don't know what that means. Oh, why? It's because it's really nice and you want it. Let them. Tell my crime music. Ooh, Ansel. I've already got a taste of this laser plane. What's that? Don't need guns. I got a little stick still with explosives. Don't use my guns.
Yeah, lasers.
No, I got a lot. I got 11 more lasers. Good shit. I haven't played this game since 2011. Or even like 2009. Back when I lived in Purdue Village.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not black, that's like silver. You know. I'm right here.
No, I'm not. This is totally a ghost flying this plane.
Ghost of Rosgrees.
It seems B7R is more heavily guarded than we thought.
They're all dead.
If it wasn't for you, this ploy of ours probably would have failed. Keep up the good work.
You could have told us we were decoys.
Yeah.
How many missions are in here?
I actually am not sure.
Okay.
I feel like it's around 20.
The Ustio and Osean coalition
Hello.
forces are to launch a joint campaign.
Oh yes.
The
There,
collective
it's me.
strategic military force of the two armies will be referred to as the Allied Forces. The campaign will be called Offensive Campaign Number 41. The objective of this operation is to secure a sea transit lane for
Take
the
care of
Allied
this.
forces.
Campaign will be called. Access code is access code.
Futuro Canal must be cleared out.
Good, welcome to
You will be
Futuro
given a choice of
Canal.
missions in this joint
It's the
operation.
canal of the Futuro.
Offensive Campaign Number 4101 will be comprised of the following three
Come
areas.
on, can't you give it a nickname?
First,
I'm gonna call it
there's
Chip.
Operation Gelmingos. This is
Look
an
at Operation
air-to-air
Chip.
surface
Yeah,
operation.
I mean-
Well,
whose
so there's
objective
first
is to
operation,
wipe
which is
out Belgium's air
Gelmingos.
squadron, port facilities, and surface weapons.
No, I'm just gonna call it
Next
Chip.
is Operation Round
This is
This is an air-to-surface
Round Hip?
operation.
No, what?
Whose
This is
objective is
Operation
to
Chip.
wipe out the Belgian fleet,
As opposed to
its
Square
port
Hammer,
facilities, and
also
surface
known as
weapons.
Mjolnir.
And the last mission is called Operation Costa. This is an escort mission.
Protect
Whose objective
Waterworld.
is to protect the naval vessels in Osea's third fleet,
I mean, it is.
including its
Do
state-of-the-art
you think that was the
aircraft.
joke?
This is
which will be
state-of-the-art
making a trial
aircraft
voyage.
carrier?
Is it Kestrel?
Fierce resistance by
Wouldn't that be
Belgian
cool?
forces is expected in all three
If
missions.
the Kestrel survived
Choose
15
carefully which one you
years,
wish to
that would be
participate in.
amazing.
That is all.
Watch it beat the Kestrel. That seems like some Project Aces would do. So basically, I get to pick which fight I do.
Which one do you want to do?
Let's protect the fleet. I love Kevin Costner. It's the Kestrel. Look at you.
Here we go.
Pay attention.
It's the only aircraft carrier that matters, though.
That's very true.
Speaking of which,
Hmm.
is this the game that you do something that affects 7? I'm trying to be vague because of the DLC.
Oh.
Or did you already do that in 5?
That was in 4.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the carrier Kestrel.
But Anderson definitely isn't there.
Oh, no, but it's Captain Weaker.
We don't like you.
Because he's weaker.
This is First Lieutenant Anderson. Hi. So is Pixie flying, or is he just paying attention to your...
Oh, he's my wingman.
Oh, okay. I do find it a little bit interesting that your wingman tell you that you fired something. Like, you know?
I wonder if they're just reporting it so that way they can, that's him talking about his thing.
I can never figure out if they were calling out what you were doing. Or...
They usually call it what they're doing. Not this time around. I'm used to square division. You have a name. His name is Vector Hon.
Where are you going, bastards? You started the war.
These bastards stopping us from winning this war. I don't want that. There's a lot of neutralized planes I'm allowing to fly off. No, let's let the enemy get a really good asset that matters. There's the guitar.
Okay.
Let me get them all. Let me get them all. Oh, oh hell yeah! They for sure did it though.
That's actually really funny. That's actually really funny. Hey, guys in the background just yell shit.
Oh boy, I'm so glad I'm not a piece of molten metal in this canal.
Operation Costner succeeded, contributing to the overall success of campaign number 4101. Having passed safely through the canal, the Ocean fleet marks the beginning of our nation's counterattack.
And you're
It took
just,
me 3 minutes.
you're just a knight. Look at you go. I'm trying to decide what sweets I want. I think I will go and get an ice cream cone.
I know that here in a moment I'm gonna get myself some like cookies.
Do you want me to bring them up?
That'd be smart, yeah. Solus Ortus.
I really love the fact that they use the same canny, like,
Drum set.
snare drum.
The mountain town of
You know,
Solus
drum kit.
Ortus is located just outside Ustio's capital, Directus.
Do you guys like Latin or what?
Ustio loves
Will
Latin.
deploy airborne troops, comprised
It's where
primarily
all
of
that
Russia's
14 crew is
151st
from.
Airborne
Not
Division
15.
over Solus Ortus, in a surprise air and ground attack on the Balkan forces. This operation will play a critical role in Ustio's liberation. Your mission is to provide support for the airborne troops.
You forgot about
Destroy
No,
the
Vatican.
no,
defense
no, let's just.
network and all
My day is
interceptor
bad enough.
aircraft,
Do not let
securing
me
a
do
safe
this.
drop
Take the
zone
game
for
that
the
I never
airborne
play.
troops.
We can play it.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Inside Solus Ortus. Your actions will determine their fate.
Okay,
Good luck.
That's a
that's
little
really
bit
dramatic.
dramatic.
You decide whether or not this town gets to stay on the map.
You guys are really bad at this. If two guys can decide.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is like we're mercenaries, so it's like, okay, we can talk shit to the mercenaries. Can I afford this yet? I'm close.
Ugh.
I want to afford the big explosive. I would like a big bomb, please. Watch this be like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. Like, also, if it's gonna be important, it's gotta be somewhere else that they can read it. At least, like, unlike 5's, like, loading time, at least you can potentially read that.
Yeah. On the PS2, there was enough loading time to read the poem.
On the PS4, it's just like, loading.
Solid state.
Escort units, this is 122nd Airborne. We're now entering the designated airspace.
Ah!
Return to base until we empty this transport. We're counting on you.
You're counting on me. Oh no.
That's your mistake.
Attack any anti-air troops positioned at our parachute unit's drop destination.
Okay. What if I just get rid of everything?
You gotta jump or you're of no value to this unit.
I'd like to shoot everything with a laser beam.
Who's just yelling at you from the shoulder?
Pull up.
Who is that guy? What stickers up his ass? Oh shit. Did we put this food away for it?
Oh yeah, the food. The chicken at least.
You want the vegetables?
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Missile evaded. Falcon fighters confirmed
I made the rest of the potatoes and the carrots and half an onion.
locked on. Freak missile. Approaching gun range. Enemy aircraft down. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Requesting support. Parachute unit, get to a building close by and secure it. Locked on. There's still a lot of soldiers up in the air. How many could have dropped to the ground? Bandits in gun range. There's a hole in my fuselage. SAM destroyed. Bandit down. I'll draw away the enemy planes. Bandit down. Nice shot. I wasn't informed there'd be such a large disposition of troops. Watch out. The enemy's locked onto you. We're gonna be shot full of holes before we even hit the ground. Our allies' support operation is going as planned. Continue on with your duties.
We've been taking care of that.
Our job is to keep the Falcon planes busy. Bandits in gun range. Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Enemy down. On the next one. Sector C8 is now secure, but we don't have much ammo left. Can you drop us a container? Requesting Go to Fox 2. Radar lock. You'll never find a group of soldiers with more pride than them. Incoming message from Operations Command. Airlift operation was a success. All enemy forces near Solus Ortis have been eliminated. The rest is up to the ground forces. GOM team, mission complete. Return to base.
You know, despite only coming out like a year or so later, they really cleaned up like the graphics on this.
Yeah.
Clear to land. You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
Yeah.
You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
Uh-huh. You landed so fast.
Operation Varsity succeeded. Ground troops are now en route to Solus Ortis. It won't be long now before Ustio is liberated.
Operation Constantine and Directus.
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete. I will now brief you on the Ustio 6th Air Division's role in regaining control of the capital. Directus is divided into 5 administrative wards, centering on the River Crescere. Powerful weapons have been placed in each ward, comprising the Belkan Army's Ustio branch headquarters. This battle will determine our fate, as the annihilation of all enemy forces will mean liberation for the nation of Ustio. The enemy forces are primarily comprised of ground troops, but we have received information that, while not yet confirmed, there is also a squadron of high-tech enemy fighters.
High-tech?
Your orders are to destroy the Belkan forces and liberate Directus. We can't afford to lose.
It's not, we don't have losing money. So many ground forces. Can I afford this bomb yet? No. Can I sell a thing? Can I sell someone else's special weapons? Oh, you have that bomb I want. I'll take it. Yes. Dope. Let's begin. We're going blue. You're gonna get that. We're going blue because I'm ready to blow up everything.
Go blue, go blue. What's why isn't having this ice cream cone by Mango and I grabbed another one?
Start the operation. Release 5 sectors under Belkan control. Cypher, let's do this right. We've got the pride it takes to win.
Okay. You do.
Release FAE bomb.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
So, in concept, it's a very terrifying weapon because it's called the Fuel Air Explosive Bomb. Or, I don't know if it's like, if the E stands for explosive, but that's what I see it as. Because what it does is, on its way down, it drops like a fuel mist, and then right when it hits the bomb, it just sets that whole fucking thing on fire.
That is, terrifying.
So like, from a war perspective, it's very good at turning things into skeletons. They actually talk about these things in World War Z. Yeah, you just cover me, bud. I don't want to be here anymore. I'd like to take my toys and go home. You look important. You have a circle around you. How do you have a circle? I'm too fast. Liberation thing. Pull up.
Man's gone.
Bandit was in Bell. Wait, it started on. I thought we broke that dingle dangle bell. No.
Release FAE bomb.
Wildbins, whatever his name is. Can't read it, so I can't tell if it's Wildbins or a Wildbins or. Going the other way. He's about to be a mess. Go on, get. Whoop. Buddy. Up. Oh no, I'm out of fabs. Wait, hang on. Who's left? There's no targets left, which means they're going to introduce new targets.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated. The city has fallen to the Allied forces. Any soldiers left, open up the escape pod.
Oh, they're singing. Gotta fuck up this tent.
Yeah, he's running.
I've got a reason to fight. This battle's over. Warning, warning. Enemy reinforcements approaching. Now?
Hey, blisters.
Two left, approaching at high speed. Let's take care of them.
Which I believe is a German word for yellow. And they're at Su-37s, like the yellows.
They're faster than anything we've come across. Commence intercept.
I really like a laser about now.
It doesn't look like they'll let us head back to base unless we take out those two planes. You two, stuff that both built from ringing.
Drop problem with architect.
Why you got beefs with architecture?
I didn't mean to fuck it up, but it was funnier than it did, so you know.
Missile off target.
Got one.
You two, I'm hit.
I'm also hit.
I know Borderlands 3 is out, but I kind of want to play Borderlands 2 for a while. Oh, man, that game was fun.
Yeah.
I liked being a crazy little like girl with a. You know,
Got him. Gotta go to the sun. I'm coming, Jesus!
Eliminated. Com team, mission complete. We've taken back this sector. Belka is no longer in control.
hey, Ostia Army clockmaker?
Do you hear the bells? The bells of freedom?
Directus is free of any threats now. Let's head back to base.
I gotta
I
find
will
this bell
say-
tower. Hang on.
I'm gonna make a slight joke. If the Belkans
On
are
May
being
13th,
pushed back by civilians, they
1995.
fucked up.
Ustio was finally liberated.
There it
The
is.
tide of war was about to change dramatically.
Shit looks like Anne Orlando.
Yeah. Sounds like analog. Bells all sound the same, regardless of.
Bandai Namco with same bells. Go team same bells. Stock sound footage.
But like I was telling you, I heard
Ustio
Notre
branch
Dame when
headquarters
it was
has
ringing its
fallen.
bells, and it was like it
Directus
sounds
has
the
been
same.
liberated.
All bells sound the same.
I just
Really
received a
quick.
vintage bottle of Chateau Bouloise for the GOM team. It's a hard-to-find Cabernet.
By the way,
Perfect,
if you
I'd say,
don't
for
know what
celebrating
wine is,
occasions
like
such
me.
as this.
A hard to find Cabernet. Chateau Baron. Are you saying a red wine is the wine of a mercenary victories?
I guess. Is that what Cabernet is?
A Cabernet is a red wine.
Okay.
Yes. I know what a Cabernet is.
It's a place where people sing and dance.
Please. That's a cadet.
Oh, my bad.
That's a corduroy.
The true nature of the war begins from this point forward.
Does it?
Accounts vary depending on the article and source.
Usually.
Everyone is a hero and a villain,
Except for me.
and no one knows who is the victim.
That's the
and who
guy.
is
That's the bad
aggressor.
guy.
The bunny?
What is peace? All questions commonly asked about any war in history.
What
As
is
the
peace?
battlegrounds move to Belka, he is also thrust into the middle of this war. This is also where my interests shift from the war to him.
Great game.
Hellbound.
No, Bastion.
I love Overwatch. I've played it once.
Precision Instrument
Intelligence
Company.
reports that Belka is developing
I prefer
nuclear
imprecise.
arms V2, a weapon of mass
Oh
destruction.
shit, V2.
The Allied forces' top brass have decided to send troops across the Hydrian line into Belka to check for nuclear arms and secure resource interests.
Seriously, this sounds like America.
Centered on the ruined base of Gladysant, the Hydrian line, Belka's long line of defense, stretches 700 kilometers.
The only
from
difference
Osiev's
is I'm
southern
pretty sure
border
Buck
to the
actually
border
has
of
it as a mass
Sapporo.
destruction. I say
Yeah.
that because we got an
Situated at the
historical
peak of
thing.
Mount Freya,
Yeah,
the ruins
it's
of
the same
Gladysant
missiles
have been
from
transformed into a modern
5.
base with anti-aircraft artillery and powerful
Well, I'm just
defenses.
saying because I know how this war ends.
The Golem team's mission is to launch an aerial strike on Gladysant, opening the door to Belka for our ground troops.
Knock knock, open up.
In all probability,
Or
It's-
this will be
it's
an
Cypher.
extended operation.
Open up
You'll be
the
able to
Belka.
refuel during the
It's
latter
not
half
having
of
it
the
be
mission.
close.
If you're low on fuel, temporarily withdraw from the battle and return to base.
Oh, this is a.
We got more.
Whoa.
We're just getting like a checkerboard.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you're playing like tic-tac-toe with
You look like you're
Vantage
weaving, like knitting, just rows. All right, we're bound for hell. Let's go. I would like to take the laser, and you'll take whatever I give you. Then even nothingness was not, nor existence. There was no air then, nor the heavens beyond it. What covered it? Where was it? And whose keeping? Oh, there's one last line. Get the fuck off this thing!
What are you doing? Why are you gone?
I saw a video from a Let's Play where a guy was playing Dark Souls, and it was in the chapel where the seer wizard was
Oh, yeah.
overlooking the firekeeper body, and they're like, "That's him, that's the man," and like one of the people's like, I hate that man," and all you just hear is the guy who's editing the video put in the lines like, "I hate you too." And then like the wizard went to do an attack, so he was just like, it's just like, all right, you're clear for takeoff. I hate you. All right. I'll inspect your nuclear. I'll have to make enough points.
Their defense mechanism.
Like a clock. Pull up.
You're gonna really sound when you actually hear the
I
word.
fly like a fucking maniac.
Stick with trigger and you make it. He's like a fucking maniac.
Have you met this guy? You didn't keep his plane level, they got paid for it. I have blown up your castle. have to take it out from the other way. That makes sense. This is like invading Switzerland right now.
Except for they're not being neutral.
More so in the sense that there's stuff embedded in like the cliff face, and you have to attack it from the front.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you're just being cheeky.
Like, I get it, right? Because the reason that such an inconvenient neutral most of the time is because it's like, who's going to blow up?
Please, you can try.
I want to be like a flying Swiss cheese.
Because, flying around, you're gonna get put full of holes.
What if I want a bunch of holes?
Come on, give it. Oh, you're just gonna be like that, huh? Oh. Let's get bullshit up, John. Yeah, take that, dick.
This music feels oddly, like, cinematic for being on towards the animation.
Really? We've blown up their Denny's. Morale is dropping.
So this is a dance.
Well, we understand you have V2. I mean, we just call it the Grand Slam. It does the V2 thing to people's bodies. It's a weapon of mass destruction on the guts. Gom 1, missile missed. Miss and missile. We're talking that from your pay. Have you considered that there is no tomorrow? My understanding from that old boy who banished the snakes, what's his name? Saint Patrick?
I mean, I'm still need to talk about James Bond.
James Bond taught me that tomorrow never dies. But you do have to die another day. But yeah, I think St. Patrick got rid of all the snakes. He's like, you can come back tomorrow, and then joke's on them. Tomorrow never happens.
Isn't this a sunrise or something?
No, it's more of like the semantic argument that, they come back and like, is it tomorrow yet? No. Tomorrow's tomorrow.
Oh, but now it's today. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You ever just wanna go ape shit?
Don't you guys just fucking do shit? Oh no, he did a steer. How dare you? Kill me. I just had a craving for that one, that shack place at Purdue. That had the calzones and stuff.
The ghost shit?
That's what it was.
I don't think it's open.
No, it's gone. It's been gone for years.
Not for, well, I guess I forget when I graduated. It was still there when I was there, but I forget that that's actually years. I forget when I graduated now.
Ooh.
Spot
can tell they designed this game to have like a lot of replay value because there's like lots of different ways to play the missions.
So many different ways.
Yeah, like this map's so big. And so it's like, oh, I want to go top right this time, and then next time it's like, well, I'm going to go mercenary bottom left. There's like ramparts. I still have like 20 minutes. Oh yeah. Yay, shit. Pull up. Dude. Let it burn. No, you don't get to get away with that.
Mission complete. Crashes.
That's like my signature move. Apparently, according to my radar, 10. Yeah, we're very chatty.
You guys probably just can't wait for us to shut up, huh?
Oh, that's a lot of planes that need to take out. What's going to hit those with a laser?
Be a terrible AOX, give you some information. About what?
Yo, it looks like you're on a big X full of green. Uh-huh.
It's 62 degrees and sunny.
It looks like rain. Oh, there's a wall there. Kidding. Is that a Seek series? I almost have enough money.
Promise?
I keep whipping up the map real fast because what? He said that something just flashed, but I keep whipping up the map because I'm used to square switching the special weapons.
Oh yeah.
It's like nope, pulls up the map on the PS4 or PS2.
The operation was a success. Gladysant has fallen. The Allied forces have broken through the Hydrian line, bringing the battle to Belka. I must inform you, however, that while you were on your mission, we received a report that the squadron attacking from Ustio's border was wiped out by a mysterious attack.
Uh-oh.
We are currently investigating this incident.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm still full knight. Merlin? On the Shane Plains.
Merlon. It's an O.
So, I believe the end is silent. I think it's Merlot.
Belka's
That's
second
too
line of defense stretches across the Shane Plains in the central region of southern Belka. Centered on 2 anti-aircraft camps, this line blocks our refueling unit's air route and is already delaying our military plans. This
You're gonna
operation
go
will
in,
consist of
you're gonna
attacks
beat
on
up
enemy
that
ground
line,
troops
you're
and
gonna make it
engagements
afraid
with
of
enemy
being a
fighters.
line.
There will be 3 squadrons in total. You can decide which one to accompany. Alpha Team will be responsible for destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta Team's job will be to eliminate air resistance and destroying enemy ground ordnance. Theta Team will eliminate air resistance.
What team you
Escort
wanna be?
Allied transport craft after each mission is completed. That is all.
I didn't know how to blow up ordnance. It's kind of cool. Let's go. That has a lot of stuff. That's also really close to each other, so guess who's gonna get exploded?
Is it there?
Fucking hope not. The last line. Yeah, what covered it? Where was it? In whose keeping? Was there then cosmic water and depths unfathomed?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I love poetry. You know this. The poems in this game are bad.
Hey, Cypher, you hear me? Just
That's a
look at the
different game.
view. There's not much difference between those countries from up here. Belka's defense line is just up ahead. Avoid enemy fire while
But check it out, I can't even tell the border from here. In a level called Merlin, the dude's like, look at it, from up here you can't even see blinds. That's something.
ship has been sunk. That is nothing to worry about. We always win our battles.
I hope so.
You should be making visual contact with the enemy base soon. Prepare to engage. Aircraft have been spotted on radar. They've been identified on IFF as the Allied forces. Where's the commander? Give me custody. Contact with the 5 days ago. We're in a lot of confusion here. Sounds like you ran out on us before the enemy came. Just initiate the attack sequence. We're supposed to leave the skies. We should really take out all the enemy firepower we can handle. Like the numbers, just like in training. Don't try anything stupid. Radar lock.
I should laugh at
Enemy
this.
ground troops
Did you
have
get
been
him?
defeated. The threat level has been reduced. Comm team, cover our transport planes until they're able to land.
Oh,
There they are. The Allied transport planes.
let's go get him.
We're securing air superiority. What was that? Something flashed again.
Oh. Fucking laser beam from the sky.
Oh, hi guys.
What? Arrow's like, no, go back.
What's going on? Hold on. Incoming emergency message from Operations HQ. Enemy launching long-range attacks. Current airspace is within range. Now you
Ooh, okay. Yeah, there it is.
Payload 10 is not responding. What's going on? That wasn't a missile.
Ooh. Gotta not touch that big red circle. Going down, artist. Ooh. That's not good.
You got hit by a alarm?
I got hit by a laser beam because I couldn't see it was going to show up there because the radar was blocked. I got greedy. Don't worry, this goes real fast.
There's not much difference between those countries from up here. Falcon's defense line is just up ahead. Avoid enemy fire while snuffing out their ground forces. Enemy ship has been sunk. You should be making visual contact with the enemy base soon. Prepare to engage. Aircraft have been spotted on radar. They've been identified on IFF as the Allied forces. Where's the commander? Did you hear the warning? Actually, we lost contact with them 5 days ago. We're in a lot of confusion here. Sounds like you ran out of us before the enemy came. Just initiate the attack sequence. We should really take out all the enemy firepower we can handle.
I mean, there's not much to say.
Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you.
Dixie's interpreter's not
I'm
coming.
getting frustrated here. Our firepower isn't doing the trick.
It usually does.
Alright, so what's firing the lasers?
Oh, you'll find out soon.
Defeated. The threat level has been reduced.
I shouldn't.
Comm team, cover our transport planes until they're able to land. There they are. The Allied transport planes.
Yeah, and then it's gonna. The laser's gonna swoop from the front and look, okay, I gotta fly down now.
How you guys got air superiority? Not from fucking lasers!
Turns out, something's got air superiority on our air superiority. It just keeps going up. Space lasers.
Enemy launching long-range attacks. Current airspace is within range.
Let's just see the red circle pop up on the radar. It's absolutely hilarious. Just like, we're gonna figure out where it is. It's like, okay, there. Like a pimple. There's a laser there. Okay. I wanna get the bean. The beana. Okay. Oh, 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 there it is.
Oh! That was a second ago. Wow, that was like.
Yeah, and that's 23% damage on that.
You didn't even get like actually hit.
Yeah, it touched the blick.
It just appeared in front of me. So that's like.
Yeah. It only goes after me.
That's nice of it.
Where's the guy?
What's this? What is that? This like green liquid.
There we go. And I can see. Yeah, it basically it's electronic countermeasures that blurs the radar.
Check the enemy's estimated long-range attack
So it's like
orbits.
serpentine, serpent. I gotta move. Quit touching the blood. It's rude.
It's fine,
Yeah, laser beam. This is the part where I gotta be smart though, because it will just like pop up right on the escape line.
Stay on course to the south.
Jeez. Whoever's firing that laser is very accurate.
Yeah. Okay, I've accomplished the mission, but I gotta be careful.
You're out of the danger zone. Comm team,
Danger
return to
zone?
base.
Don't worry, the laser can't get you here.
Looks like we
You're safe. You put the covers on. They made it back. Oops, mountain. Turns out that's just a cardboard cutout.
That was a bad nightmare. We lost several of our members. Mercenaries like us are disposable to the guys in charge.
In fact, losing us is cheaper.
But in the end, we survived.
The mission objectives were achieved, but only through great sacrifices on our side due to enemy laser ordnance. Still, the best defense is offense. We're counting on you to help lead us to victory.
The best defense is offense.
Oh no!
Unless they have lasers.
I'm slightly less knight now. That blew up a bunch of tents. The Sword of Annihilation.
Operation Judgment?
Yeah, it's very dramatic.
No kidding?
I don't think any missions are on this.
Fucking axe and hammer.
We discovered that the unidentified laser weapon is a long-range offensive weapon, codenamed Excalibur.
You told me about that.
I told you Excalibur, yeah.
Falcon anti-aircraft defense chemical laser weapon.
I'm sorry, there was a lot that just came out of your mouth.
According to our
A
information,
chemical
the
laser?
strike zone is
Yeah.
guarded by a jamming facility.
I think my favorite
Multiple
thing is like it's
anti-aircraft
very
artillery
loud
units.
for a laser.
Your objective is to destroy Excalibur. But to do
Wow,
that,
we
you
found
must first
Excalibur, now go
neutralize the
destroy
jamming
it.
facility and the anti-aircraft artillery.
That's actually really funny to me.
Considering the importance of your target to the enemy, I'm afraid there's no way to avoid casualties from enemy resistance.
You probably are gonna die.
In light of this,
Kindly
we've
go
called
blow it
in
up anyway, please.
reinforcements for this mission. Work together with them to achieve the mission objectives.
Looking real quick to see how many missions there are.
Yeah, I'm trying to find them.
Some of you will die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I wanna watch Shrek again.
It looks like there are 19.
You are...
9.
Oh, maybe we'll just play over and you'll finish this one today.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what they say. Fight lasers with lasers.
I do find it funny that it's just like, we found the super weapon Excalibur, just go blow it up.
Don't worry, it was very easy to figure out where it was. We just followed the lights.
It's a long range laser. You can still find where a rainbow comes from. So
There's a leprechaun shooting laser beams here. Alright, we're in Talberg. Quotes for emphasis.
those aren't parentheses.
Quotes for emphasis?
Oh, quotes for emphasis.
Yeah,
Oh.
look.
Yeah.
This is Ground Teams number 3. Name's PJ. I'll support you
Hi,
anyway.
PJ.
Ground Team.
You're dead.
Yeah, welcome, Dog has lasers. Which is where my laser came from. They learned how to make it smaller.
This is no time to talk about my personal life.
Bye, PJ. Nice meeting you.
Looks like a handful of fighters have come to the rescue.
Okay, I gotta move.
Well, on the plus side, it's just firing in a straight line, so you can just...
Yeah.
The tanker's been destroyed.
That's bad.
Approaching enemy territory. You're in dangerous airspace. All planes, break, break. Things started. Enemy aircraft approaching. Increase ECM output to level 3.
Ooh, I gotta move.
Okay.
All jamming facilities within the perimeter. Strip Excalibur of its defenses.
Pull up.
Dude, oh my god, pull up.
Crash where I can't see. Roger, leave it to me.
run into the laser.
No, no. White arrows.
Pixie's fine. Bye, Pixie.
Pixie's fine. Kill all these jammers.
Pull up.
Would you be so kind as to pull up?
I looked up and what the fuck, space laser? Actually, it's coming from the ground.
But it came from mirrors in space to bounce the laser.
Right, I
I'm
forgot.
not even joking.
I forgot. Okay, yeah, so yeah.
It was space laser for a second.
It
there.
was space laser. Now it's lighthouse laser. That's what it looks like.
It does look like a lighthouse with a lot to say.
This is Excalibur.
Alright, I broke all the jammers. There's a dude back here. You have a name. Prepare to die?
Hi, nice to meet you. Bye.
Sucks to have a name, bud. Don't put names on your IFF. It really makes me just shoot you down no matter what. You have a name too. No.
Bye.
Prepare to die.
Hold on, it's probably fine.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna die.
I'll be fine. Look at that, I'm fine.
Okay, go shoot Excalibur.
No, no, shoot the SR-71. I'm gonna use my own laser, thank you. You're like, Alex, you fucking die because you were being greedy. It's always what happens. Give me conniptions, Alex. Such a good video. I love that video.
It was fun.
Yeah. All these facilities. Oh, there's little lasers?
Oh my god, pull up.
No! I don't want to. Pull up. Do you mind pulling up?
I kind of miss Monolith's opening. It's just so fucking
Oh,
dramatic.
Megalith's opening is so good.
Like, anyway,
You're not wrong.
it's a monolith and a monolith.
The Megaliths. Laser beam? Laser beam? There we go. Where is it?
It's literally been here for 10 minutes. I know this is the war of like super weapons coming out of nowhere, but anyway, back. I missed a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, you did. You missed half the war. It's fine.
Nah, things just escalated very quickly.
Basically, we liberated Ustio,
Ustio.
and then started pushing into Velka, and then they shot us with space lasers, and so we came and blew up the lasers.
Leaning Tower of Henge.
Yeah, then they shot us with space lasers, then the space laser got blown up.
They found it very quickly because it's a very obvious thing. It's not like, where'd that missile come from? We have to track its trajectories. Is this gonna fall over on a man?
No, it looks like it's... No, it's...
Oh!
All planes, job well done. PJ, don't get too excited and crash, buddy.
That's adorable.
So yeah, it was there for a mission, and then it was gone.
This is the game of like super
Although we
weapons
didn't
coming out of the
discover any
asses,
nuclear
though, right?
facilities,
Yeah, it's like the
Excalibur
pacing's
is no
not the
longer
best.
a threat. This can be considered a substantial victory for our side. Head Operations is recognized
No worries,
you
they'll
as
have other
an
super weapons. It's
indispensable
gone.
component in this war.
Indispensable component.
Expresses their utmost gratitude and respect.
Dope. And back up to Maxima. Mayhem! Operation Battle Axe. Get that fucking drummer out of here.
It's
Orders
just the
have
drum
come in
kit.
for an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking place as we speak between Belka and the Allied forces near the border in the B-7R airspace.
Hey, you need to
which
go back to the
Belka is
round
committed to
table.
defend at all costs. B-7R, commonly known as the Round Table,
Yes, we
has
know.
long been a symbol of
Oh,
Belka's
guys.
Quit
political,
mansplaining
military, and
fucking
industrial might.
B7R to me.
However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced the permanent abrogation of its non-aggression treaty at the Assembly of Nations, and simultaneously attacked B-7R with a massive fighter squad.
Wait, what? They said we're not gonna fight anybody, and then they came out fighting, or?
We had no intention of fighting, but it turns out they wanted to start shit. Get in there and finish the job. Master Chief, I'm sorry, wrong game.
Anyway, because this is riveting, you may notice that there is a bar underneath, like halfway down the screen. Lol. That says, does it say struggle boss? What does it say? I don't actually know what it says.
But
The charity bar, I can't read
the
it.
charity says make Fort suffer in Dark Souls 3. Is this all the named aircraft?
Oh, thank you, dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is all the named stuff.
Um,
What? Oh yeah, there are some I'm missing. That's fun.
So, it's weird that it's delayed over on your side for some reason. But yeah, so if you donate through that link that's in the chat, or next to my social media links, or through
Wait.
the video, this thing is real far behind over there in the chat.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the chat's way behind. Sorry, I saw something that was really like this. This might strike you, Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
You should recognize that logo.
Name Sorcerer sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, it shows up later. They're an Osea squadron.
Why do I know that logo?
It's from 7.
You'll just have to type it or tell me later because I can't quite recognize it, but it might be my eyesight.
No, it's from 7.
Oh.
Same with Wizard.
I know, like that's as soon as I saw the Sorcerer, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. There's so many people in this game. So many named things. Yeah, despite me playing so much, there are some named fighters I haven't taken down. That's insane.
Anyways, if you donate through the link or through the tip jar, you can donate towards making Fort's life harder in Dark Souls 3. That's it.
Each tier is 15.
Yes.
So I need to change the...
We keep forgetting to change it. Sorry, yeah, each tier is 15, not 10, but you could just donate $10 if you want.
There. Then even nothingness was not.
Okay.
Not existence. There was no air then, nor the heavens beyond it. It's the same. But it's fun. Yeah. But you're not allowed to donate anything, Faye.
Yeah, Faye's done donating because Faye's donated most of it. No, I'm team don't donate anymore until we get to Bloodborne because I want us to get the ending that we already got enough money for. But obviously, yeah. Anyway, if you donate through the Struggle Bus campaign, all of it gets donated to our 3 featured charities.
Yeah, I figured. Alright, now we're coming in. 2 more planes into the fray. Pull up the Smash Bros. Challenger screen. Ooh, rock music's back.
Did PJ just join our squad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's just a kind of confident ass. Oh, did I? That laser did not hit. I'm offended.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone played so far, Fort's life has been pretty miserable. You
Yeah.
have to do a lot of.
Yeah, I caught up on my exercises last night after we turned off the camera.
I haven't done mine yet, but I'll probably do mine after this stream.
We added a highlight of Jinx face planting.
Yeah, I think if you want to see some of the fun times behind because of the donation tiers, you can see, watch the clip that just got put up of me hitting my head on the floor while trying to do push-ups. I had no idea that it was that loud, but it's pretty loud when I hit my head.
I like it. They're like the guy who pulled out Talberg's sword, which sounds kind of like a euphemism.
Are they talking about you like you're King Arthur or what?
Yeah, I unseated an Excalibur, so. Okay, you know what? We're gonna fly around in a different kind of circle. This dude's just being an asshole. It's like he's going to be a flaming pile of wreckage. Like so, and like so, and like so. I'm a wizard. Is his name Larry? I think so.
His name was like Larry F something.
Box. There you go. PJ, shut up. Keep removing the threats.
Sir, can't we just let him do it? He's doing a good job.
This is a Wendy's. Yeah, there's like 4 planes on one dude. Let's show him what we can do.
And none of it.
PJ, just kill him. Oh my god, PJ, I'm disappointed in you. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Apparently, I just got back into the chat room.
Oh, you must have stream time or something.
Well, I hope the stream didn't. I see a square.
Well, I mean, Tony was responding, so.
I wish to eliminate the square. Jousting? 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 Jousting!
I love the whole he can't be human. It's like, yeah, no, drone technology didn't happen for a while. Okay.
He's inhuman. He's like a monster with a joystick. Or you guys just keep... What's up?
They call him a demon lord. Ross Grease comes in 15 years speed.
Well, I'm better than them. Because I'm one man doing the work of 4.
So I do find it funny that most of the time, like, the character that you are disappears from history. I'm just like, where do they go?
They don't ever reappear in other games unless they're like a joke named fight.
I know, but I just find it funny that, like, yeah, he flew across the sky and disappeared. He's like,
To where?
like the mercenary I get, right? But like the one from 4 and this whole squadron from 5.
Mobius or
Yeah.
the Sand Island Squadron. Luckily we know what happens to one of them afterwards
Yeah.
in the expanded universe.
I'm hoping that I find out what happens to some of the others. But
Pixie's talking bad shit about like the ideals of killing. So we're spilling blood to keep from spilling blood?
this is, yeah, I still love the whole, like, how anti-war this war game is. balloon.
I think it's a big ass balloon. Oh, they got stripes to break up their outline in the tall grass.
You know, everyone sounds oddly like English for supposedly multi-country.
I like the fact that everyone's using an F-15 except for the leader, who's using an inferior plane, which just got blown up. Boss, bail out. I don't want to shoot you.
The bandits are out of formation. Now's your chance.
Okay, cool.
You shot their leader as he flew straight at you, and they don't really know what to do now.
Welcome to the world of jousting. Oh, hey buddy, what you doing?
Hi, new friend.
I was like, I don't want to shoot you down, and then you just fucking, like, flew in front of my face. Begging for the misses. I'm the Demon Lord. That's me. You have a name. Okay, sucks to be them. That's their mistake. Oh, there's a few names.
So when does 6 place take place?
I think it's like a few years after. You must die. Oh, there's the Spanish guitar. I don't want to accidentally. Oh, oops.
You didn't want to do that?
I didn't want to shoot down the target plane because I want to shoot down the named ones. I don't know if it counts. Yeah.
Targets within combat
Sassy.
airspace are down. Operation complete. Yo, buddy. You still alive?
No. Rolls down your window, sticks your hand up.
We were victorious in the B-7R engagement. The round table is finally toppled.
Flip that shit.
According to our reports, the pilot in the F-4E that you engaged was an academy-trained ace. It won't be long now before we win this war.
Apparently, you didn't learn much in academy. That fucker exploded. Don't worry. Take him out. This will be your final lesson. Boss? Dad?
Oh no!
So yeah, this is 10K
Oh yeah.
for Knigget. If I drive straight at him, he'll be terrified and lose his nerve. Eject! Ah, now he got me right in the nose. How?
My pulse
Wow.
raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord. I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand.
Demon Lord.
Around the time Demon Lord received his nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness
I'm
regarding
gonna
the
just
war.
headcanon it that you're a girl.
Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared
Even the
themselves
flag
demilitarized
stires.
and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Belkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching.
We are halfway through.
Well, I was gonna say we got 8 more levels.
I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Belkan Air Force.
This is more real
Back
people.
then, they were the masters of the sky, and they had also known him. So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view. To capture the voices of those who were there.
They were in the room where it happened.
Indigo Team Commander.
Oh.
Former member of the Belkan Air Force, 7th Air Division, 51st
You shot him down in like a
Fighter
minute.
Squadron. Dimitri Dmitri
was
Heinrich,
impossibly cool.
an ace whose precision and grace in flying earned him the title of Blue Heron.
And then he was done.
Today, he has his hands full with
Like
the
blue
family
heron.
business.
Indigo heron? Yeah.
Well, that
This
day,
is
right
so
before I
funny
deployed,
to me.
my airspace
Do you think they had some
assignments
fun with
changed.
these?
You know they did.
Initially, my squadron was assigned to the stable Eastern Front. That was changed to
Really? He got shot in like 2 seconds. That's not the guy Ford shot down in the last mission. This was like one of the first ones.
It's also the place where I met him. It was just 2 planes. Him and an eagle. And yet our lead force...
I can't help but
didn't
laugh
stand
at
a
it because
chance
it's just
against
like, him, I'm convinced you're a
them. I
girl.
could tell he was good, and it was going to be bad for us.
Well, he has to be him,
But there
right?
was
Because
something
we've
else
never heard him talk. No one's ever seen him outside of his plane. It's like 4 foot nothing girl just pops out being like, yeah!
I was certain I would win. The pilot was still young. He had yet to master the rules of combat. But in the end, I was shot down.
I was shot down. I didn't die though. Here I am.
Gelb team is number 2.
Gelb.
Former member of the Belkin Air Force.
Cormorant.
5th Air Division.
Also a bird.
23rd
You just
Tactical Fighter Squadron.
support did tell me that like
Rainer
an interesting
Albright.
commentary
He
about
flew
this
the
like,
skies of
guys who
direct
you
Eastern
shot down.
capital's liberation. And he's still there to this day.
I met him above this very sky.
What's funny is like the background, like the green screen makes me so confused on if they're like real people or
I
not.
received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from one mission to the next without receiving even the basic maintenance. But the situation was the same all around. We were late reaching the operational space. The station squadrons had already retreated, and warning bells were going off in the city. And
I'm trying to look up how to fight one of my favorite wings.
above the sky.
Is it too late?
Yeah.
I couldn't see
What's your
any
favorite one?
emotion in his
Rogue,
maneuvers.
Rogue Squadron's one
I
of my
didn't
favorites.
feel like I was fighting against a human being.
Because if I remember right,
I wanted to end
they,
that battle as quickly as possible.
the interview is with a flamenco dancer.
Oh. Too late then.
Silver Team Commander.
This
former
is the
member
guy
of
you
the
shot
Belkin
down in
Air
like 2
Force,
seconds.
51st Air Division.
Oh,
126th Tactical Fighter Squadron. Dietrich Kellerman. He was once the top ace at Belka.
And he
a
got shot
flight
down in
instructor
2
at the Air
seconds.
Force Academy. In 1995, the Belkin Air Force sent him to the front lines to bolster troop morale.
Oops.
My mustache was going to invigorate
He
them.
was good. From what I'd heard about him, I thought he was still just a young mercenary. But he matured since then. He still wasn't perfect, but
What?
I could see he had come a long way towards understanding the rules of combat. What's important on the battlefield
What?
is to let go of hate,
Cow farmer?
to survive, and to adhere to the rules you've set
CGI
for yourself.
bowls.
These are the rules.
That
I
man
taught
is
my
just wearing like
students.
all green. They're like, just stand there. We'll put something over
And
you.
when I saw him, I could tell my
His head looks like it's been superimposed on top
a
of
new
something.
generation had
You
inherited
know?
the
Yeah.
sky. There
Also,
was no
he
more
does
need
not
for
have
an
the arms of
old
a
soldier
farmer.
like me.
Or the tan of a farmer.
He looks like an office worker.
I think what gets me. Oh,
Every
hey, buddy.
time I flew with him, his skills stood out. He was unstoppable. He was cool-headed and proud. A combat professional.
Seriously though, I
Demon
think he was a
Lord
girl.
fit him perfectly. Maybe the man was blessed by the goddess of war. Before long, everyone had taken notice of him.
I wish they
More
could have
and
like
more would show up
filled
to watch
in
him
like
go off
at
on
least like
sortie.
on location.
Mercenaries or maintenance crew.
It's like
didn't matter.
you have to have a farm.
People wanted to burn
Within
his
camera
image to their
distance.
memories. Hell, they weren't the only ones.
They burn his image in their memories. They can't describe him though.
No one knows what he looks like.
With heckin' bahangaroos.
The Belkan forces are beginning to
Cannibals.
take flight. The industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy. and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces' bombers. Your mission is to support those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
Why? Could you imagine that dude in the briefing room? Now be careful.
Okay.
What's up with this?
The entire house.
Why?
Somebody's so bad.
Why?
Including the ceiling. What the fuck?
Yo, question, what the fuck? He was a woman! Oh, this is... It's looking like some burning city.
Okay.
We're flying. We literally have to. Or else we won't be flying. Come on. Pixie, get on it. Yeah, drop fire on them. They're going scorched earth in this place. I like that they're like, we have to paint the Belkans to be bad guys. Oh, they're launching Tomahawk missiles into their own city. While their people are trying to evacuate it. Did you realize they're the bad guys yet?
Yeah. You didn't know they were the bad guys yet. They're the bad guys. Just, you know. I love how, like, regardless of, like, narrative, like, Belka really doesn't get any redemption. Like, there's never, like, a good Belka. It's just like, no, Belka's bad. Belka's always bad.
Belka gets screwed over a little, right at the very beginning, and they're like, hang on, I have a fun idea. Far-right politics.
Yeah.
Those always go well.
We had economic collapse, and so we decided to to wage war on the entire world. When that didn't work, we decided to bomb ourselves.
Scorched earth policy.
Obviously, we are the best at this. We are the best. Absolutely.
Do you want me to believe that arson and indiscriminate bombing is war? Yeah. War is war and hell is hell.
Sometimes they overlap, though.
There's that line from MASH I very much enjoy where the guy's like, hang on, tell me who's in hell? Sinners? Killers? Yeah, and tell me who's in war? Oh. Yeah. There are no innocent bystanders in hell. There are technically children in hell, but... Exactly. Depends on which fan fiction you're reading.
Yep, that's right.
Pelican? Pelican!
Yeah, for the rest of the game, you play Prince Rock and Giraffe.
The rest of the game you played solo wing giraffe. Oh. Vulcan. No, you shall die. Uh-oh. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, got some B2s to look at. BT. Looks like a throw is gonna be the best option. Yeah, I definitely need to play that for people. For sure.
For those who don't know what we're referencing, this is Titanfall 2. First-person shooter with a surprisingly good story.
And characters. And gameplay.
Like 0 to invested in an hour.
Yeah. She was like, it's just another shooter. I'm like, Jinx, no, hang on. It's gonna be good.
Like, honestly, if Fort hadn't reminded me to watch past the first mission, I wouldn't have noticed. But he was like, no, just watch this, okay? And I was invested. Real quick. My only complaint is I kind of wish the main character wasn't just a generic other white man, but...
Wasn't just Matt Mercer in space?
Right, Space Mercer. As much as I like Matt, Matt's a great guy, but like, can we have like a non-white male protagonist for once?
I feel bad because I love Matt Mercer, but I got him mixed up with like Nolan North and what's his name? The other white dude, generic white man.
That's like
that plays everything.
Troy Baker?
Troy Baker, yep, thank you.
So?
Abandon the D!
Mission objective fulfilled. All units, return to base.
We blew up that city real good.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore.
Sounds like
All I
war.
felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why I...
What? That's why. Dramatic pause!
That's why I... Ellipses.
Pursued by Allied forces, the Belkan forces have taken flight, abandoning Hoffman. Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be experimental weapons from the abandoned war factories before Belka had time to use them.
Yes. Let's go ahead and safety save. I'm just surprised at how well the PS2 is doing, he says, and assuming like there's a fucking plume of smoke.
It's so dramatic. Even 7's not this dramatic, and 7 could be this dramatic.
Because 7 didn't have the whole foreshadowing from another game. It's like, hey, you know all that
There are
bad
still
shit
pockets
happened?
of resistance holed up in the industrial city of Sudentor.
Hey, we've been to Sudentor.
Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back
fight?
and are using the Baldreich Mountains as a final line of defense.
Sudentor is
in an attempt
where
to
the
prevent our army from reaching northern
oh,
Belgium.
and there's Steer Castle.
For this mission,
Sudentor is where
we would like you to assist
the
the
Soul
Allied ground troops by
Command
clearing
Center
the
was.
skies of enemy fighters.
So we're gonna be
South
flying from
Belgium
Steer
Munitions
Castle
Factory is
to
located
Sudentor.
in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number, are well outfitted. Head to the designated operations rendezvous location, point 203.
Alright. I can do that. There's nothing on the radar right now. I hope nothing happens. Do you mind playing an ad? I gotta pee.
Okay, we'll be back in like 60 seconds or so.
Or so. Want more cookies?
So go get some more cookies.
Maybe I will. I just like your fucking shrug of just like, whatever.
You're an adult.
You're a grown ass man.
You know what's weird?
What's that?
We have been streaming for over 8 months.
What? Oh yeah, 'cause January.
Yeah. And we're not bored with it yet.
We have so many games to share.
I know, I'm just surprised we're not bored with it, you know? Go back! We're still in the bathroom though.
I want ice cream. I want all the bad food.
Go get it.
Well, I can't have ice cream and playing game.
It's quitter talk.
Just flying to the fucking earth.
Who fucking cares? You know how other streamers have chair cam, you have Jinx cam. I made my string way too long, and so it's kind of hard and unruly.
Hmm?
I made my string too long, and so it's kind of unruly to deal with right now. More cookies?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to get an apple, which is the worst thing, but I keep wanting apples on stream.
Oh, see, you here?
Is it cuddle time, Zeke? Again?
For like the 4th time today?
Zeke has decided to associate anytime Fort sits on the couch as I'm going to sit on your lap, which is really cool. I'm not envious at all.
Yeah, this is some like Bloodborne quote. Was there then cosmic water and depths unfathomed? Look how nice this castle is when it's not winter.
Don't even think about talking to your girl over the radio. I wouldn't do that during a job.
Y'all like really obsessed with PJ's life.
But here's the thing I love. Like, so here's Steer Castle. We've seen that. President Room. There is not a lake here.
Right.
What's the problem? You're behind. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
Oh, he's about to dessert.
This is PJ from Crew Team. Calm 2, is there a problem with your craft?
Sure.
Just sad.
Move.
It's good to be honest about your feelings.
He's a mercenary. Can you count that as deserting?
Uh-oh.
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ.
They cut off the
A Belgian bomber
missionary.
squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off for Ustio. What? Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace. Comm team, crew team, head to intercept. R1, roger. Crew 2, moving to engage enemy. I'll stop them.
That's nice, PJ.
This warlord is he blew everything up.
You saying you want them to
According to plan, no changes are necessary at this time. We can't let them use those nukes.
You're right.
Whatever it takes to stop them.
Oh, is this the mission?
Prepare to engage enemy. 5 miles remaining.
And that's not like a spoiler, because we know that they drop nukes on themselves. Is this just
Near this castle.
because there's not a lake there? That castle must be made of fucking like, everything, though. Because like, what the fuck? It didn't blow up.
It's made of adamantium.
Don't hold back this time. Shoot them all.
Okay. You got it, boss. Pleasure play. got it.
If we even miss one of those bombers, we lose.
Okay.
Bad news for you. I come from the future.
Pretty much. I come from Spaceland.
How many planes are left?
Die. 2. Mission accomplished.
Stay calm. Get ready. All planes confirmed down. We did it. There's no impossible jobs for us mercenaries.
Is Crow Team a mercenary squad?
Freedom and we Falcon.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I can't see Pixie on the map.
Well, no, this is us mercenaries.
Oh. Well, there's Pixie.
It's actually pretty.
It wasn't that bright earlier. And all the other planes are yellow.
It's actually really cool.
And off he goes.
Oh, he's just leaving.
Oh, never mind, that's Pro Team. Pixie's still behind me.
No, we cannot remove in Dark Souls 3 because that's what that struggle bus is for. On Saturdays we play a different game. You're not gonna make Fort's life hard in the in Ace Combat 0.
Hey!
So Pixie's leaving.
Yep.
You joining the other team, man?
Uh-oh.
No. I don't think I want my partner to suffer all the time. So, we're not removing the in Dark Souls 3. I know you're joking, but...
There's no music.
Yeah. I also got distracted and missed Lucy's something line. So. Oh well, doesn't matter. So this is how.
Oh. Everything's disappeared from radar.
This is where we go our separate ways.
Who are you gonna go fight for? Like, truly, like, Pixie, what's the other side to fight for, my dude? The side that literally just bombed its own city?
We were unable to confirm if the enemy squadron you engaged was equipped with nuclear weapons. We don't know all the details yet, but multiple nuclear detonations have been verified within the Balkan border. It is also unclear whether or not Galm 2, who disappeared during the mission, is still alive. We will continue our search efforts, but at this point there's not much hope. Our communications network is still down due to the nuclear explosions. Remain on standby until conditions improve.
So for
Also, go see a doctor, because I think you have radiation poisoning.
For those of you following along at home, that is the moment that they bombed their own.
Hey, I actually shot down a new name. That's fun. I'm making good time.
Yeah.
June 6th, 1995. I was still in school at the time, but I'll never forget the images I saw on the news that day.
That's their 9/11.
Balkans set off 7 nuclear explosions on their own soil. Maybe their old militaristic leaders couldn't stand the idea of Allied forces invading their land, and declared to the world that the land to the north was the Holy Land of Belka.
A lot going on right there.
According to official records, more than 12,000 people died.
It's just in the initial blast, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It was a grand self-sacrifice that engulfed all. The only thing remaining was the desolate landscape.
And a castle, apparently.
Yeah, and that castle.
How did the people of Belka feel about what they saw?
Well,
And
probably
what did
burned.
he think of it
And then they
when he
fucking
looked down
Terminator
on it
2
from the
dream
sky?
sequence. Mount Sherm, we've been there. You think they'd have like a different briefing
We
music
have
because it's a
discovered
different
remaining
part.
enemy troops gathered in the Yering mine area in northwest Belka. Numerous divisions of the Belkan army refuse to accept the change in government and are disobeying the command to disband. Your mission is to clear out the remaining Belkan troops, and if the reports are accurate, there are still plenty of them. The Higher Lark base, located in Ocean territory, has been arranged for your refueling. If your tank is low, go there and they'll help you out. To compensate for the losses in Galm team, Crow team will be joining you. We're counting on your best performance.
Now PJ's part of my team.
Yeah.
Formally.
Because you lost one guy, you now get 5.
Like the Fae, Pixie just off and left.
What was his, like what did he say? Besides, I found something to fight for.
Yeah.
And then flew off into the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what he was saying. He's like, yeah, that he's sorry, but he found something that's worth fighting
I'm
for.
just kind of confused, because right now the only sides are the people who drop nukes on themselves and the people trying to stop them from dropping nukes on themselves.
You mean the
What are others?
Belkans and then all the other
Everybody
people?
else?
The
So
allies?
I'm sitting there being like, what side are you going to, Pixie?
That's a great question. I wish I could pick a better plane for him, but I can't.
Like, and this isn't me just trying to like reduce war to 2 sides, because normally there's a lot more going on. But like in this specific case, like literally, it's the side that drop nukes on their own country and everybody else.
You are cleared for takeoff.
But what if there was another side? Double Belkans.
I mean, that's who's left at this point. Because, like, they already talked about the other Balkans who are like, we're fed up with this shit. We have surrendered.
Mm-hmm.
And North Belka's like, we're just gonna double down harder.
I'd like to take off, please.
Nope. Every time
Right
I think
into
you're
the
gonna go right into the fence.
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Like, I understand, like, what the point of an altitude restriction is, but in my head it's like, do they make it so you literally can't fly over a certain point? Or you just have good faith?
You're not Golem 2, you're TJ.
Under your command now. Give me orders at any time.
Okay. Go away.
Come on, who did it?
Comms number 2.
Leave him alone, it's not PJ's fault. It isn't.
It's not his fault he's not Pixie.
Yeah.
By the way, PJ stands for Patrick James. And I like to play polos. You know, the game with the horses. Maybe we should get going now.
He's like Grim, but a little less likable.
A return line is located on the
By the way, my social security number is...
pass over this line whenever you need repairs or supplies.
No one else will be able to beat Grim, though. Grim is such a good being.
You love Grim.
I can't help it! He's an adorable little ginger who's just like, help. Look. He's like the epitome of right place, wrong time. Or wrong place, wrong time, either way.
Right place or wrong place, right time.
Yeah.
You have a name.
Really?
Monty? So what I can never tell is if this game has like the music like parallels certain areas when you go back to them, because I never listened hard enough. So it's like, hey, we're back in this place, so maybe it sounds a lot like Closure or something. And right now it doesn't sound that way, but
Can't tell you because I can never hear the music.
yeah.
Like honestly, until 7, I didn't really pay attention. Even then, I have trying it.
Without any unnecessary maneuvers.
Pals, buddies. They're dead now.
PJ is like Grim and Chopper smushed into one person. Still more likable than Cat though.
Yeah, because he actually has a personality that isn't like, I'm a shitty person. Renowned for lying and also being
Just
just
a shitty person.
bye.
I'm complaining about someone from 7.
I'm sorry, plane. What?
What?
It's a plane. Oh, it's a helicopter. It's like something fired a missile beam. I'm like, excuse me?
Nothing!
The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage.
BJ, what you doing?
Having a good time.
He's like off and away. Man, that plane's real far away. No.
I will say, I find it kind of funny that they're like, yeah, they dropped nukes on their own country. Is anyone going to talk about the radiation poisoning that, like, literally everyone in the sky probably has now?
So, the usual rule of nuclear weapons is if you can see the flash, you're basically melted.
Yeah, so, like,
You're baked. There's a distance in which all the pizzas are perfectly cooked, but, like, that distance is very specific and not you. It's never you. That was one of the math requests I saw on Reddit, where it was kind of like, how far would you have to be basically have perfectly cooked pizzas away from a nuclear explosion? I was like, what a silly and stupid question. Because, like, well, in theory, depending on the wind,
yeah.
right? Pull up.
Pull up.
God damn it, pull up!
You have synchronized napping occurring on the floor?
The greatest Olympic sport. I'm sorry, fellas. In true accordance with that. the conversation at the beginning of 5, it's not very sporting. That's fine. Enemy planes are almost gone. Alright, neither of you are named. You get to live today. And do something about it. Dang it, you missed. Get better. Golem 1, have you considered getting good? You're probably named. The laziest fight. I'm coming for you, single plane. Never mind, you are several planes.
I'm coming for the tiny squadron.
You are now no planes.
All attack targets have been destroyed. Calm team, not bad for a couple of rookies.
Excuse me, what?
I love how they don't remember. Apparently Pixie was the good one in your squad.
The demon of the round table was apparently the other guy.
Yeah.
Rude as fuck.
The mission to clear out remaining Belkin resistance was a success. As to the intended purpose for using the giant hangar described in the report, rest assured that intelligence is looking into the matter.
Wisdom is off doing something more important. Charisma is the dump stat. The final overture. Operation Broom! We're gonna sweep the Belkins under the... Look, I know you guys are paying me really well. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
We've received a report that remaining Belkin troops are converging on Belka's northeast coast of Anfang.
Anfang.
The enemy is deploying land,
By the
sea,
way,
and
it's not
airstrike
Bismarck,
teams.
it's Dismark.
These troops refuse to accept the Belkin interim government's official capitulation and are adamantly resisting.
Will adamantly resist their asses into the sea.
Situation, this mission will be a top secret operation carried out entirely by mercenaries.
That sounds a little sketch.
The
That sounds
mission will
like
be called
less-
Operation Blue.
that-
It will be divided into 3 separate areas.
That doesn't sound like it's
The Mars
okay.
strike team
Okay,
will
am I
attack
going
enemy
Mars,
naval
Jupiter, or
vessels and surface
Mercury?
troops along the coast.
Like your best one.
The Mercury strike team will engage land units and enemy fighters that are using a
No,
tunnel
you
for
just do
makeshift
whatever
air
you
base.
want
The Jupiter strike team will be responsible for maintaining air superiority after the Mars and Mercury teams have completed their
Which one
missions.
goes the fastest?
I'm gonna have to look and see what they're up to.
This operation will begin at 1600 when the capitulation ceremony takes place in Lumen. Mars team will strike first, followed by Mercury and then Jupiter.
Why that order then?
Choose carefully which team you wish to join. That is all.
This looks like Command and Conquer 2. It's very weird. Okay, air to ground. I don't want to search. Air to ground, air to air. Blow shit up. Air to air intercept. Maintain air superiority. Jupiter. I can blow up planes. I'm good at it.
Zero has remembered food exists.
I keep thinking it's his name is PBJ. So there's Cypher and peanut butter jelly.
I think if you were actually playing with him, you would be like, "Hey PJ, your name is PBJ now."
All hell, the finite and the infinite is unrelated, or infinite. None could foresee that history would make the two with one.
Okay, so Pixie wrote the poem.
Blow up shit. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Senior officials from each nation have come here in hopes of a peaceful solution.
In the meantime, you're
Belka's
blowing shit up.
military forces will be
I have a peaceful solution.
in tension with neighboring
The ocean
countries
is
will
peaceful.
come to
Shoot
an end.
down with a creepy fish.
The agreement will be covered in detail at a later broadcast. You're doing fine, Golf Team. Keep it up, Cypher.
You're doing fine, team of one.
Just remind me of that moment in what's it, airplane.
The plaza is
You're doing fine. We believe in you.
allied tanks,
No pressure.
and the atmosphere is stirred. Today's signatures will ratify an agreement which calls for the disarmament of Belka. This battle should put an end to the war.
That's the hope, my dude, but
The
there's 3 more
ceasefire
missions
was
out
agreed
there. There's
upon
6 more
due in
missions.
large part to the 7 nuclear attacks.
Fine with me.
There's a few.
According to our sources, the agreement also touches on the possession of nuclear armaments. Today is a day of hope, a day in which tension between different countries will be greatly reduced.
I don't like you.
Where are you from?
No. That plane should not be flying like that. It does not have the frame for it. Hi, your international flight will be taking some evasive maneuvers. You might experience some turbulence as we totally just dive.
What was the word? Military turbulence and then explode?
What is that?
It was something. I was one of the videos we used to watch. I forget which one it was, but I just did. We'll experience a minor turbulence and then explode.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, I can't take credit for it. That's why I'm trying to remember what it was.
Oh no!
So the guy who just did a backflip.
I'm the guy who did a backflip.
Okay, I'm over here at
Yet.
Oh, it's less than that.
I'll just wait for all these planes to show up so I can laser them all at once.
You have music from Jay on the car, right?
Just one song in particular.
Have you heard it?
Yeah. No, it's the last song.
Okay. You have this thing where you just like the last song of the game,
They're incredibly epic.
and then there's 7.
5 is the only other one that I have like, a lot of the music for.
I apparently had a song from 5 inevitably for like 10 years.
Is there just one plane left? Is it just you? Correct. So I got bullets. It's been Swiss cheesed!
The Belkin remnant forces have been completely eliminated. Well done, Golem team. Nevertheless, the great war that enveloped the eastern countries and cost the lives of so many has finally come to an end.
There are 4 missions after this, or 5.
This is no remnant resistance. This war's not over yet.
Alright, PJ, what do you know that we don't? Other than mission count? Oh, sorry, I was...
Thanks to your help, the operation was a success. The ceremony was also conducted without any trouble. The various
Nobody
governments
crashed in
agreed to
an
discuss how to deal
in a
with the
football
mercenary
field.
forces in accordance with the war end agreement.
Oh, hey, a new person. That's fun. I like the fact that I'm getting new names just by having played through this game a few times. Alright, now I'm back to where I was from my previous save file.
June 20th, 1995. A treaty declaring a cessation of hostilities was signed in Lumen, a city on the border of South Belka and Osea. It was a one-sided treaty that heavily favored Osea. The borders of the affected countries that fluxed greatly over the past years finally settled down at the cost of many human lives. The battlefield shifted to the tables.
Sappin, not
and
Spain.
The politicians from all countries squabbled with each other over the rights to the underground natural resources, the initial cause of this war. 6 months passed without any developments. 6 months of void. I focused on this time period for the hidden truth laid there. And I learned that my pursuit of him was not a mistake.
See, this is the part where you realize Osea was able to accomplish all they could technologically because of this unfair treaty.
Mm. Oh, for like 4?
For like 5.
Oh.
The top officers in the Belkin army
7.
pulled a coup d'etat, calling their organization a world with no boundaries.
So,
the forces bombed the city of Lumen.
I remember I started reading this about the world with no boundaries. And like, in concept, it's like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Is to pursue the XBO and...
We're being bombed.
Wait. We've just received an emergency transmission from the control tower.
Oh, dude.
Unidentified aircraft are approaching our base. Scramble all planes. Quick, there's no time.
But like the whole concept behind it is like, borders are stupid. One united world. It's like, cool, that's great. Why aren't you bombing everybody?
Because they keep enforcing borders.
We're gonna enforce no borders the same way that they enforce borders. We're gonna bomb everything.
Hey, guess what?
No borders.
Sometimes you gotta blow up the house. Can't dismantle the house with tools that you use to build it.
Yeah.
So let's just blow the thing up.
So.
I like the fact that their team, their organization is a world without boundaries. Just kind of lengthy.
Yeah.
You think that'd be like a fun way to say it? Because then there's like Doctors Without Borders, and then there's like, I forget what the Metal Gear Solid. It's like uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You watch things without boundaries?
Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, that's the XBO1. Yeah. Aircraft carrier go. I gotta go.
Are you gonna let me take off, or am I just gonna freak out?
It can even be the golem team. Set them up.
Oh, they sound like tornado sirens.
Well, yeah, because Tony, didn't you know that that's what tornado sirens are? They're old air raid sirens, aren't they?
I always assumed that they were just their own thing.
I always assumed they were repurposed air raid sirens.
I wouldn't be surprised. Go on, get!
Maybe I'm making that up, but I always assumed it was the same thing because of how far away you could hear them.
Yeah, I don't think you're making it up. I think they just play it at a different frequency so that people can tell the difference of whether or not the sky is attacking or if people in the sky are attacking. I mean, what is a tornado warranting an air raid?
To be completely honest, the result is the same, right? If you're getting bombed, you're supposed to seek shelter.
But a different kind of shelter.
Are there even any bomb shelters anywhere close to us?
On campus.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that the universities typically have them. I know there's like a chemical warfare bunker. Just within an hour of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're actually one of the people who could get treated in enough time for most chemical attacks because we're within the boundary. I just don't remember where the bunker is.
Well then.
I only knew about it because I used to work at a company that supplied some of the stuff to the bunker. It's like once every 2 years they would resupply it. The likelihood of us actually being treated would be hard. I think most of the stuff would be cycled in.
That's a big plane.
That plane is really far away.
Oh. Who are you?
Taxi.
Are they gonna show planes like landing on this thing, or is this like a defense squadron?
Oh, I was right. I just realized something.
Espada!
They're the first people with accents.
Because they're from Spain. I mean, Asapin. Yeah, Espada. I love Espada.
It's not your favorite one.
I think, actually, you know what? I might be wrong. I think Espada is that.
Sweet.
Laser plane. Laser plane.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay, you... That's good because we already shot one down.
One's fucked. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit you with bullets. Hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind.
Also, I think I figured out what side fixing the fight with. I forgot about this group.
Right around the time that the place got nuked.
Yeah.
I'll show you to have borders. Buddy?
You're like, I know a way to take the plane down.
Don't worry, there's a lot more to this plane.
I know. I just crashed straight into it.
Do you have a name? You do have a name. Felson. Prepare to die, Felson. Ooh. Felson? Felson, you're going so slow, I can't.
I was like, no, you can't get me.
I'm very sneaky! Felson just died. Thank you. Making life difficult, Felson. Sounds like a Dark Souls character.
Yeah.
Do you have names? You, green fighters, do you have names? You do! Prepare to die. Look, I gotta blow up some people. Settle down. I've got 9 more lasers. It's fine. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Explosion. Some dude with a fucking laser beam is blowing up all our shit. Oh, now I gotta blow up the cockpit. Maybe it's press failure. And boom.
AA guns destroyed. The XBO's taking a death blow. It was Cypher. Cypher did it.
Yeah, of course he did. He has a laser plane.
Nice work, GOM team. Operation complete.
And yet another instance of, alright, we learned about the existence of this super plane, and then it explodes. Like next mission, you blow it up.
There's a coded message on the radio. Decrypting message.
Still alive?
Buddy, you still alive? Yes.
It's him. They're very keen on their big planes that launch other planes. Oh, and that explodes.
You could say it's like a theme. Like, no matter how many times you blow up a big plane that launches other planes, you're like, wait, we could probably do it better.
Let's do it better.
Oh, look, it's just a bigger plane that launches
Thanks to
smaller
you, the
planes and
XBO
still
has been
blows up
shot
real
down.
big.
However, our base was heavily damaged in the surprise attack.
How are you surprised by the
The
presence of a
squadron that
big
you engaged
thing?
consisted of Sapin and Osean fighters.
It looks like the moon is on our radar.
Once
It makes me wonder if it was, like,
location
somehow
of the
able to
renegade
avoid radar.
organization, we
Or
will launch a
able to jam into
counterinsurgency
radar.
operation.
ECM people or something like that.
I'm sure it's fine.
Demon at the Round Table on New Year's Eve.
See, I noticed in most of these games there's no conflicts on my birthday. So apparently I'm a peaceful person. Unlike you, who had fucking...
I have megalith on my
The
birthday.
aircraft that attacked our base belonged to the major rebel organization, A World with No Boundaries. This highly organized renegade army is comprised of soldiers from numerous countries, including Osea, Sapin, and of course Belka.
Of
They are
course.
believed to possess a massive
I love how it's
arsenal
like,
of
it doesn't matter who else is in there because Balkans are in there, so everything's wrong.
The coup forces are gathered
Oh,
in
the music's
Lund,
different now.
in northern Belka, where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belka.
Avalon?
Yeah, they really
What's
leaning
worse,
hard into that.
we discovered that this facility houses an experimental V2 weapon. Unfortunately, it took us a long amount of time to uncover this information due to the facility's location beneath the dam.
Guess where it is, everybody?
Proceed immediately to Avalon and destroy the V2.
So I have to fly through B7R in order to get to Avalon to stop them from launching V2s.
Yeah.
And the facility is underneath the dam, so it's worse than a tunnel mission.
It's a damn mission.
It's
The big damn mission?
It's a damn mission.
Mission to succeed upon the destruction of the V2 in the target area and your safe return to base. Now go destroy that weapon and come back in one piece.
No.
Anything else is unacceptable.
What if I don't?
Why is like unacceptable? You gonna fucking ground me?
3 more missions after this one?
I think so, yeah.
It is 9:42.
I might as well just finish it tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna go over because why?
Why the fuck not?
Yeah. So just a spoiler alert: next week we'll be starting 6.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Just a fun reminder: we are still collecting donations to make Fort's life miserable in Bloodborne, or in Dark Souls 3. But I would love if y'all held your donations until Bloodborne because we're at the spot where I'm super happy with the results. Because we're getting the ending that I want and not having to play DLC too.
Alright, let's go into B7R.
Pass through B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest
Sure, please don't.
maintain current course.
Sorry, Sigma. I soaked the window.
I said. I think my favorite part is the fact like we could save on space if we just take you back to B7R like 4 times.
I feel like every time you end up here, you should play the song from Monty Python and the Next Round.
That's the round table, we dance with our table.
Change course. Eliminate enemy forces
That's all I know of that song.
right through it.
It's just like I know there's more in the Men in Tights song, but you know, we're men.
Wizards.
This is Wizard 5, Roger. Let's begin.
This is Wizard 4.
Yeah.
This is Wizard 3. What's going on?
This is Wizard 2. I didn't take off. Wait for me.
This is Wizard 1. What is going on with your accent? There it is. The Spanish guitar.
The flamingo guitar.
These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
Coup d'etat!
Just like hors d'oeuvres, these French words are just...
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago.
No one corrected me for so long, though. On hors d'oeuvres.
Some pilots
Horse devours.
Horse devours! Like, seriously, why did no one correct me? I probably sounded like an idiot.
They're in Indiana. Nobody knew.
Right, we do have Brazzle. Still mad about that. Then what is it? PJ, you're kind of idealistic. It's cute.
This whole game's about ideals.
Oh shit.
With the ferret.
Good news, taking pictures. Bad news, got 3 minutes.
There's a lot of wizards.
Yeah, like
For today's combat game, there's a surprising number of wizards. Jesus?
See, like, all of this conceptually is like, yeah, great. Like, I'll mind that. But you, like, want to blow a bunch of people up to make that happen. That doesn't, no.
They're just blowing up me. Or they realize, or they're thinking that nuclear weapons are the way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Bandits down. Nice shooting.
He's not destroying anything unnecessarily. The Demon Lord's just as good as they say.
Oh, right, because you do the night run. So if you were like a mercenary, there was like, he's just killing everything out here.
Yeah, he's just in it for the money. No honor. No respect.
And if you're a soldier, it's like you follow orders or something like that.
He does, he can read the tide of the battle.
Oh, right. I'd like to see you try.
Yeah, I mean, they just explode. We can win this. I hope so. I have 10 more laser beams.
All enemy planes are down. There has been no change in plans. Stay on course to target destination.
Then,
I'll follow Cypher to the end.
good.
Mission accomplished.
I think it's funny, it's like Wizard 1 was talking shit, and it's like, no, they're all done.
We will pen a new story. From the ground!
I never expected their defense network to be so strong. An Allied Forces squadron approaching from a different route should be arriving at the rendezvous point any time now. Seems the coup force isn't playing around. Maintain your present course and rendezvous with the
We're gonna create a world with new boundaries. New or no? No, but sorry, we're just joshing. Are you serious?
What?
He's like, they're not kidding around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. They're a coup force. Not really known for their sense of humor. The Valley of Kings. Avalon Dam.
That's what my last name means.
The Valley of Kings? That's right.
Yeah.
I'll transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces.
If I wasn't adopted, I would technically be from a place that is named Valley of Kings. But I'm adopted, so I'm not from there.
With this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, GOM team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon. That's the only way we stand a chance.
Look at this nice picture of a dam.
If you destroy
This damn
the
mission.
launch control facility,
We learned our lesson from making megalith hard to see.
the B-2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead. The destruction caused by its single warhead will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized.
Friend
for this
data.
full-scale
20 Typhoons
operation.
and 1 F-16.
This war
That's
doesn't wanna come
PJ.
to an end. We
Enemy
must
data.
stop the B-2 launch.
2, 2, 4, and then a bunch of ground forces. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I fucking hate this. Tunnel missions suck. And more specifically, tunnel maze missions.
Pilots, check your plane and
I'm not doing that. Look, it's a dam! Oh, and there's explosions. Alright, let's go.
GOM team, keep low to the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high.
Okay.
Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam. This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead.
Man, they're just blowing up all your friends.
Pass the first bridge. GOM isn't the only team that can fight. Our guys are marching in the heat. Don't let them down. Hurry, but keep it cool.
Be fast, but also be slow.
Be cool. I think it was one of the first like Ace missions where they actually give you the stakes.
Yeah.
Where like you came with a bunch of friends and they're all getting shot down because the perimeter defense is really good. And you can see them explode. They're not just like, oh my god, I took a hit. Like, no. Now your friends are exploding. Alright, we're at the dam. Okay. Alright. So you can see the map beneath me
Yeah.
of like where I need to fly.
At least this one explains why it's a like a weird bendy pattern because you know rivers and lakes aren't straight. But still.
How do I get in here? Here's how I get in here.
Oh, you have to do it within the next 6 minutes.
Before they launch the thing. I need to turn back around because there's more targets.
Rising above countries and armies.
I'm gonna hit the wall.
We're just like,
I'm not turning fast enough. I could have just flown up and out.
Oh, I guess that really
Yeah, so I need to do that next time. Alright, let's just do it again. Full on the throttle, let's go. That sounds like Snow.
It does. Isn't he Sorcerer 1 though?
No, he's Swordsman.
He is a part of the Sorcerer's One. Regardless of it, like like I said, like the whole concept makes sense. It's kind of like Killmonger's not wrong.
Oh, that's that's a remix of one of the 5 songs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got a girlfriend.
Oh, you're cute. You're gonna blow up, aren't you? You're gonna blow up, aren't you? Do they blow him up? Yep, there he goes. Does he take it for you?
Yeah.
Bail out? Please? I mean, I called that he was gonna be dead from the whole time, but like... Oh, it's you.
The Thieves. Yeah. Alright.
You shot...
Now we're at mission 18.
You shot what's-his-face?
PJ?
I know, I'm just like, dude.
Without beginning or end, the ring stretches into the infinite.
0.
Yes. There you go.
The whole poem was about the number 0, everybody.
Yep.
So it's just you versus the other guy now?
Mm-hmm.
He's also got a laser?
Yep. But he flies like more of a maniac. His is mounted to the top of his plane.
So, did PJ die?
I don't know.
I'm gonna assume he bails out, even if they don't. Even if they say, you know, we lost PJ. No, he bailed out, it's fine.
Okay.
Brand is a terrible person. Wait, like, are they talking to fucking Pixie from jail then? He had a gun.
Oh.
The interview. He had a fucking gun. You don't get excused from war crimes after 10 years. You go to jail for life.
Uh-oh. if you want some of that good gaudy goodness,
Oh, I do know this one.
yes you do.
Oh, so there's 18 missions, not 19.
Yeah, I guess. Because the entry said 3 plus 16 more entries.
Well, you're not gonna go that much over then.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not I can beat this guy. It's hard.
It's really weird that, like, it's interesting to me that, like, the final mission isn't. It's pretty funny time with the Skywalker Tower.
Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. We'll start over from zero with this V2. Trust the future
Quotation for emphasis.
generation.
Roll credits.
This is AWACS. Listen up, Pal 1.
Alright, now.
Completed analysis of the enemy craft. Codename Morgan. This plane is protected by an ECM defense system. Its
Ready?
only weak point is in the front area.
Jousting.
Oh, you literally have to joust. That's fine.
You have to joust.
That's actually pretty clever, though. But also, they called him Morgan instead of, like...
The plane's code name is Morgan.
I know, but they could have called him, like,
Morgan.
Mordred. They made him Morgan Le Fay.
Done.
But, like, seriously, they made him Morgan Le Fay instead of Mordred.
By the way, I could have made it last a little longer, but because like my favorite, like the climax of the song happens.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not risking this shit.
Boy.
Yeah, and it's 10.
For PJ.
Yeah. No, listen to Zero. It's so fucking good. Also, he has a lot to say. We're two sides of the same coin. You know. We have similar ideals, but we'll never be eye to eye or something like that.
It's fucking Killmonger.
Yeah. It is.
Come on, let's go back home.
Where's my little buddy?
We want to keep anyone waiting for you.
I'm waiting for PJ. Like as soon as they're like, I got a girlfriend. I'm gonna propose to her. I even bought flowers.
He's a week from retirement.
Exactly. He just adopted a puppy.
So this is the hidden truth about the war. And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the 7 nuclear detonations on the world's psyche was great. Those who witnessed the carnage went on to organize a global arms reduction. Perhaps they were admonishing themselves. Furthermore, the existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after the war faded from people's memories, and these men were also sealed away from
I think
history.
that's PJ's.
I know, I was gonna say that's his plane, isn't it?
Maybe this was one path to achieve peace. And here the curtain falls on this story. However, that does not
Bird.
mean their
They
own
really
stories
like
came
their
to an
birds.
Are we getting more interviews?
I fly under the code of knighthood.
What are you
It's
fucking...
no surprise, since we soldiers are the descendants of the Belgian knights.
Whoever they picked for this guy
We
is just...
protect the meek
Eating it.
and give our lives for honor. But that does not mean that we are generous, since generosity will cost us our lives. If the pilot survived to the end of the war, he must have carried out these rules.
He must have fought with honor and
Sailed
lasers.
out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that.
Please don't show us Not Farmer again, though.
Oh, we were gonna see Not Farmer again.
They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
Hatred cannot be the only motivation for war. It only brings about more pointless deaths. I I lost most of my students. They were all my children, my flesh and blood. I will never overcome that grief. I'll probably never teach anyone again.
Not from a farm, you
Nor
won't.
will I ever go up in the sky again. I have entrusted everything I know to a new generation.
Spoiler.
I'll
That
just
guy's
look on
Neon.
from here.
He's not.
Who?
Yeah.
Yes.
Marcela Vasquez, the Espada team's number 2 and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron. She is
Seriously,
thought to
they
be a
made her
survivor of the
Macarena?
Coup d'etat Squadron. She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might
Do you
have
think they
been
actually got a
different.
Spanish person to be?
For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead.
I'm
Our
trying to figure out the
mission was to
80-yard her
escort the
voice.
heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades
There
were
were only
shot
2
down.
of them.
Oh, no,
and
there
the
was a
mother
bunch of other
bird we were
planes.
supposed to protect. We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But those whose hearts are in the sky will always return to the sky. He was one of them, and so he left, even though his wounds had yet to heal, and he died there, never to return to me. But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
So, I think I'm supposed to play the soldier route if I wanted to shoot down Hucklebein.
Joshua
Yeah.
Bristow, former captain of the Ocean Air Defense Force, 8th Air
So yeah,
Division,
there's a
32nd Tactical Fighter
you can
Squadron.
run into
His actions during
some
the
folks
Belgian
from
War
5.
are surrounded
Yeah,
in mystery,
Heartbreak and
he is rumored
Hucklebein
to
are
be
in
one of
this.
the founders of a world with
If
no
you play one of the
boundaries.
other
His whereabouts were
styles.
unknown after the decisive Battle of Waldreich. But several years later, he resurfaced as a leader of a terrorist organization. Today, he is serving time in prison.
I was gonna say.
He in jail.
This darkness and that little window are my entire world now. I'm actually rather fond of it.
A world
Darkness
without borders, but
envelops
now I'm in a
the
cage.
Borderless world.
Yeah.
A world with no boundaries. He was not the reason we were unable to change the world. No matter what the desired outcome is, the world can still change as long as people expand their knowledge and desire change.
But nobody wanted it.
Today's world has already changed from what it was back then.
Belarus.
They're kind of backloading a lot of these, aren't they?
Larry Fink, also known as Solo Wing Pixie. Galm Team's number 2, and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force Unit. That's right. This man was his buddy. And his enemy.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Like seriously,
I should have died that day.
he's sitting there with a
I
gun.
didn't.
Like what the
I
fuck?
carried my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land.
You probably have radiation poisoning.
I felt an
He
unbearable
made it 10 years,
sadness
though.
when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change
Night,
anything?
night.
The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world. But that will never happen. still on the
Birds.
battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me.
Why do you have a gun? I'm like really
Yo,
stuck
buddy.
on it.
Still alive?
It goes in the, this is getting a good
Thanks,
side.
friend. See you again.
Well, because he's on the border of Belka.
I know, but like, he's technically a war criminal.
Lord of the Round Table, a warrior who soared through the Balkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared. Apart from that, nothing is known about him.
How is nothing known about this guy? Like, he must have stopped flying. He had to have.
Hang on.
But whenever they talked about him, they always had a slight smile on their
I
faces.
guess he just never landed.
That,
He-
perhaps.
Either he,
Maybe my
either
answer.
he just went down, or he stopped flying and like cut his hair and like.
Put on a fake mustache and vanished into the crowd.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out how like you disappeared.
So, one of the theories is that the same reason why Heartbreak was able to sneak around is that, you know, when they launched, they detonated the nuclear weapons that wiped electronic records.
Oh yeah. So
And
he may have
so-
just like.
So he's able to find the other pilots because of the actual physical records.
Mhm.
But it's possible that his physical records were blown up in the airbase when the XB0.
Well, okay, I'll argue that Demon Lord's disappearance makes more sense how far back it is with all the shit that happened in between it, right? But the entire Sand Island squadron just vanishing off the face of the earth.
It just says they
And-
never flew again.
And Mobius just going, bye.
Yeah.
Um,
The interesting thing is that, like, yeah, Mobius was renowned.
like I just,
People like sit there like, yeah, there's the plane with the ribbon on it. What's up with that? But like, they don't know who that is. They just know that that's the plane we keep seeing who keeps kicking all the ass. And so this one, people don't know you.
yeah, like, so, it, like, as a mercenary, it makes sense, right? It's just
Yeah.
like,
Only other pilots know you.
yeah. But like, but anytime you got a full squadron, or like Mobius, like, there's someone out there who knows where he went. Look, he went to the farm upstate.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I like the theme of Zero.
It's not bad.
It's unfortunately on like 5, it's just the same song.
Yeah.
This one's just slower.
I don't know why. I'm gonna assume you were a Sapin, like flyer, because like they were really leaning the guitar. So start 6 next time.
Keiki Kobayashi. Love him.
I want to get mad at him for being a little bit full of himself for how he writes music, but like he's
the
right.
Zero chorus team. Their own chorus team. What's that?
What, isn't he the guy who said like there in every generation there's like music that inspires people?
ADR director, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn.
Hey.
So they did do ADR.
What's ADR?
It's basically when you do the voice over after the shoot. So the actors probably weren't the voice actors.
Huh.
Which means that they probably got the voice acting and then they had someone on a stage just
Do that
recite
stuff,
it.
okay.
Just mouth it.
Yeah.
Or the other way around.
But regardless, what was that line, right? There's in every generation there's music that inspires, and I would know HPs because I wrote it. He said that, right? He said something like that. You're the one who quotes it to me all the time.
I don't know that line.
Never mind then. You're seriously the one who told me it.
It just makes you think of Mihai.
I know, that's why I was just like, it makes me laugh because like I respect him so much as a musician, but he's a little bit full of himself. And apparently that's not the case, but you've told me this multiple times.
I don't remember that line.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it.
Oh, I say 7. Keiki Kobayashi did the Valkyrie song from the 7 remake.
Well, don't worry about it. I probably don't have it. I'm sure I'm making it up. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm really curious now.
No, it's fine. I probably made it up. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was the guy who did the cinematics. Is there anything after the credits? Can we stop recording?
I'm not sure. There's the promo art. Interviewer Brett Thompson. Oh, then they show you your route. So it's straight night. Done.
The line is something like, in every generation there is a moment that inspires, and I know which ones they are because I wrote them all. Like, it's somebody in relation to Ace Combat because you told me that line. It's either the guy who did the cinematics or it's Keiki Kobayashi. And it always made me laugh, but I couldn't refute it because every moment that he's talking about, I'm like, yeah, like if you know the moment exists, like it's good.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I haven't done Mercenary and Mission 12 yet. That you can... Like, of all the interviews. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's Ace Combat 0. I kicked its ass.
So we'll be on 6 next time.
Yeah, going back to the 360. Good stuff.
We'll be back Monday if nothing else.
I do intend to be back Monday. I will not be on Tuesday. I got podcast recording.
Oh, good. You're back to that. So,
yep.
See you Monday.
Get a month off. All right. See ya.